So I'm trying to be trying to be friends with this guy, but he keeps blowing me off. I think he might be a brother, but he's just a little ignorant. So someone was asking in this chat about Satan, and I said, which Satan? See, people think Satan's a dude running around. Well, Satan's kind of a dude running around. He's in the self. He's the self, and he might be a dude running around somewhere, but not the dude. People confuse Satan with the man of sin. Satan isn't floating around in the air, and he's not, the Satan dude running around. It's just not, man. Satan, Mr. Calvinist, it's the same in Hebrew as it is in Greek. It means adversary. Well, here, let me show you one example right here. And I kept asking you, Mr. Calvinist, in your chat, but you never answered it. You just blow me off, man. And you shouldn't do that, because I'm going to show you something. So Jesus is saying, in 3 days, I'm, going to go beyond the cross and die and leave. And Peter's like, no, you ain't going to do that. And so Jesus turned and said unto Peter, so you can't deny he's talking to Peter, Mr. Rouge Calvinist, get thee behind me, Satan. It's the Greek word satana, right here. It means adversary, man. An adversary to Christ is a Satan. And there's no definite article, man. In Greek, there's no indefinite articles. So when you see there's no definite article, it's sometimes you can put an indefinite article there. It's like a Satan. So Peter was a Satan. Anyone that denies Christ, which is the Greek word arneomai, it doesn't mean deny like, I don't think there's a Christ. It's not like, that's not arneomai. It means like to not agree with. So anyone that when you disobey, you're a Satan. It means to and it's like an antichrist. Not Christ is antichrist. Anybody that does not agree with Christ or is not agreeing with Christ, when you sin, you're being a Satan, man. That's arneomai. You need to learn Greek, Mr. Calvinist. You can't just run around and read these. Oh, he goes, it says over here Satan was cast to the earth. Well, okay, that's a Satan, man. It's a Satan. And I'm going to link in a video a full teaching about Satan, so you can get the picture. I'll just link to my church where we teach about Satan. Jim Brown, my pastor, teaches about Satan. You should watch it, man. I think you're a brother, Mr. Rogue, but you're really ignorant about a lot of things. You need to learn. And I'm not trying to come in your channel and be a weirdo. I'm trying to be friends with you, man. So you need to lighten up, buddy. You need to lighten up and quit jumping so fast just to run to a verse. Oh, he's wrong. Get out. No, it's not like that, man. And I can't explain to you in a chat. It's very difficult. I'm going to link to a video. You can't explain all that stuff in the chat. And then here's another verse. Let me show you something in Hebrew. It's right here. I'm not going to give all the story, but if you look down in this verse and you see this word, he's talking about David. He is an adversary to us. That's Satan. That's Satana. So when you see this word adversary, most of the time in the Old Testament, it's Satana. It's Satan, man. You shouldn't just blow me off, man, because I'm not talking from ignorance. I can assure you that. And so, okay, and then I'm going to put a link to a video which talks about the Satan that got cast from earth and what he did, and like there's Satan in us, our flesh, and it relates to the thing you're talking about here. This video that you're talking about, total depravity, that relates to Satan. It's in our flesh. We are depraved. It's like Satan is in our flesh, in our body. It's the thing that has to die. So, because the Bible's about death itself, man. Just keep saying it. It really is. And it connects all over the Bible. So, I'm going to link to a video, man. You should watch it. And that person in the chat, if you ever get here, I'm not an idiot, okay? I know what I'm talking about. I've studied this hour upon hour upon hour, okay? You can't just blow me off. So I've showed you Right here, Jesus called Peter Satan. No one in the chat would answer this. You guys can't answer this. Why did he call him Satan? If you think Satan's a dude running around somewhere, then it must be Peter, because he called him Satan. You got to ask yourself a question. Why is that? This word has a meaning in Greek and Hebrew, and it means adversary. They could have just translated it adversary. Get behind me, adversary. So it's just ignorance on your part, man. It's ignorance. You need to educate yourself. I'm going to leave a link in the description. Go watch it and educate yourself.